Am I on? Welcome, live from New York. Welcome to Rockin' Inc. MC. Welcome to another edition of Rockin' Inc. MC. It's going to be another great show. Let you know, guys, I had a great weekend, and it was a nice weekend here in New York. I want to welcome back one of my buddies, my buddy Bobbio. He's in a little bit of a motorcycle smash-up a few weeks ago. I thought he was never going to get back on a bike. He bought a new bike this week. We got out yesterday. We did a lot of riding. We rode for like 6-7 hours all over Long Island. But I want to welcome my buddy Bobbio back and have a great show for you. Things are moving along. I had a lot of good things coming up. I want everybody to know that I'm moving along. I'm going to get some other things happening here. I'm going to have some guests, musical guests that I'll be interviewing coming up. I have next week also. I'll tell you about in a little while. But right now I want to tell you what I got going on tonight. I have my model spotlight, Lena Page. She's from Lincoln, Nebraska. Beautiful girl. Wait until I show you that one. We'll get to her in a little while. Also, my Reverb Nation music spotlight is Crash Midnight. And these guys are great. They're from Boston. And the Reverb Nation thing is going great. I got another month. We got the rest of July and the rest of August with that. And I'm going to try to continue that because there's a lot of great bands out there that are coming up or unsigned coming up that have great videos. And I'm trying to get them on here and I get to show them to you guys out there, all right? Also, I want to get to Bougie and the girls. We're actually going to have a little segment with the girls. The girls are getting a little crazy with some drunk people out in the lobby of a hotel. We'll get to Bougie in a little while. Also, what were they thinking? We had a great segment last week. We did crotch tattoos, and I got inboxes and calls and everything. People loved it. And I want people to know, if you have something that you like about the show or dislike, hit me up on Facebook. Let me know out on the Facebook. Don't inbox me because I want people to see what people are saying, all right? So I appreciate what everyone's saying, but I want people to put it out up on the Facebook page so people can see it. But we had a great segment last week. This week, we're going to get to belly tattoos. I got some funny ones. But, I mean, last week, the crotch stuff was great. We'll maybe do a second segment on that if we can get more of those in. Also, I want to welcome my guitar guest, Constantine, over here. It's from Alice in Coverland, one of our local bands here. And we'll get back to him. He'll take us in and out of our commercials today. Right. Also tonight, I have the honor to have two great guests here. All right. I know my one guest for a long time now. He has a big part in the tattoo industry, and we're going to find out what he has done to the industry and helped for this industry back in the day and up to today. So I want to get to my guest. I have Brian Murphy from Third Dimension Tattoos up in Philadelphia, out in Pennsylvania actually, and have Coney Island Carlo. Let's get to our guest, and we're going to start this off. How you guys doing?
Good, Jay. How are you?
Nice having you guys here.
Thank you.
Haven't seen you in a while, Carlo, and nice meeting you finally. It's been great, and there's a lot of history here. So I try to bring in some old timers because the old timers could really tell us what's going on in the industry, where it started and where it's gone. So this is going to be a great show today because Carlo's been involved in a lot of things from years ago. I mean, I think when I was born, things sort of started, and what happened in the industry here in New York, and what the politicians did, and we'll get to all of that in a little while. But we're going to talk to Brian, and Brian is a unique artist. He's not just a tattoo artist. He's an amazing painter besides. And his tattoo work, he brings out that painting in his work also. So you have to see, like, his stuff looks like a painting when it's on you. It's great. And he goes into the 3D detail also. I do a lot of research finding my skit stuff, like what were they thinking. And I do some research, and I did today actually some research. I'm looking for some really great tattoos. And believe it or not, I seen a lot of your stuff come up, and I was like, wow, that's interesting. I have them on the show this week, and I seen a lot of your show stuff come up, and I was looking for stuff for my show.
Thank you.
You know, some 3D-ish stuff, and a lot of big pieces, and so if it's up in the Google searches there, you know, it's got to be good. People looking at it, and people like it. So what I want to do is we're going to talk to Brian for a little bit, and then we'll get Carlo chiping in here and there, and I'm going to get the Carlo story on the whole tattoo industry also. So I know, Brian, you started out, I think you're from Staten Island, right?
Yes, sir.
So it seems like Staten Island just has a big part in the industry, right?
Oh,
You should know.
I think it's more from Brooklyn that the people migrated to Staten Island from Brooklyn. Weren't you born in Brooklyn?
I'm from my family's from Brooklyn. I'm from Staten Island, but
Brian actually worked for me a long time ago, about 95, 96, like that.
Yeah, a while ago. I mean, I was working before it was legal in Staten Island. So I mean,
and that's good because we're going to talk about that stuff in a little while, when it was legal and not legal. So also, you started out, which is interesting because a lot of the tattoo artists back in the day started out as graffiti artists, and that's something I did some research. So I might ask you some stuff that you might be a little surprised.
Okay.
So you did start out doing graffiti.
Yes.
So you were painting up the city.
Yeah, I mean, I was greatly influenced by, movies like Beach Street and stuff when I was, when I was younger. The whole during the '80s and stuff. The whole, the beginning of hip hop, the origin of hip hop, where where people really cared about the artwork. It was a really positive type. It was a positive time if you lived through it. And kind of just stuck with it, and went from that to tattooing, and tattooing to the actual oil painting, and 22 years later, and
But you also had a lot of ups and downs in your life.
Yes, sir.
So you had a really bad downtime in your life.
Yes, I did.
You want to chime in about that?
Sure. I read
that you were possibly homeless at one point.
Yes, I was homeless at one point. I lived in a homeless shelter over in Manhattan. Wow, that had to be Jesus. That was after I worked.
After you worked for
that was like around a little bit after I worked.
As soon as they leave me, they're in the homeless shelter.
So a lot of people don't understand like what people go through. So you had a point in your life where you can't get any lower than that, right? So how do you pull yourself out of that?
It's hard to put that into words, but I would say that I'm trying to think of the age I was. I had to probably be about 20. 24,
early 90s.
Well, I started tattooing in '92, so what was I? Yeah, probably the late '90s, something like that. But yeah, I mean, it was so you get middle of the winter.
You get your life back together, and then you're out there, you're doing your painting and all of that stuff. So when did you leave the New York area and go to Pennsylvania? Open up a shop.
I would say about 10. It's been about 10 years.
10 years?
About 10 years.
How did you go in that direction to go down to that area?
I actually had a friend that had owned the shop that was in Pennsylvania, and he wanted me to come help him out. And I moved up here, like I'm in Pennsylvania. I moved to Pennsylvania, and kind of didn't really work out exactly the way I wanted it there. And then I ended up opening another shop, which is where I am now, and I've been there pretty much since I went to Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm. And you're involved in a lot of gallery stuff. You do, because you got great artwork. So you put your stuff out there in galleries.
Yeah. I've done some shows, all different places. I tried a couple years ago going more into. You have the tattoo art type stuff, and then there's more of like some of the art that you see in some of the galleries in Manhattan are more not so realistic type
more
stuff.
More abstract-y
right, more
painting.
of a impressionistic type stuff. It's like two different worlds.
Yeah.
You have the,
I have a few pictures. If we could bring up the pictures, Tommy, you want to push the screen this way so he can actually see them, because he doesn't know what I'm going to show. So you can bring up some of the pictures here. I got like 4 or 5 pictures, and I think the first one is actually showing you in an art gallery, probably one of the art galleries that you were.
oh, that's
dealing with.
that's the Shulman Gallery,
Okay.
and that's part of the Luzerne County College, and that's a recent show that I do. That show's still on. I don't know the exact date that it ends,
Okay.
but yeah.
So your work's there, and people can still go to that thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we just did they do a beginning, an opening to the gallery, and then in the middle they do like a question and answer panel that's open to the public. There was some school teachers, students, stuff like that came to me and some of the other artists. There was
Probably get a lot of FIT kids going there too. Let's go to the next picture. So this is
okay.
Explain
That's
that. That was
in progress.
interesting.
That's an in progress. I was trying to figure out to myself why to get a direction with my artwork, and I remember being a kid and driving through over the BQE towards the city, and you would look into Brooklyn, and it looked like the place was a war zone. It was kind of demolished, and everything looked all burnt apart and destroyed, and then you would just see this beautiful graffiti, and it just as a kid it inspired me. So
that one.
that's in progress, and
Okay. We'll
that-
get to the next one there.
that one right there, that's actually a friend of mine. That's Darren White's work that had done that particular one that was given to me as a gift, and he does guest spots with me at Third Dimension.
Okay. Let's go to the next one. I love skulls, so this one intrigued
That's
me.
like a war type, the skull with dropping the nuclear bomb right there. That's a digital painting. I did that on an iPad.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Now this one is crazy. Explain how you did this, because this is digital, I think, also.
I did that with a Wacom drawing tablet on a MacBook Pro. Basically a drawing tablet on Photoshop, but it's done exactly the way a regular painting is done. It's just done
a little different.
digitally.
Yeah.
That's
a great shot. Great shot.
Thank you.
But that's some of his painting stuff. I'll show you some of his tattoo stuff in a few minutes before we go to commercial. But what would you say your style is? Because I've had a lot of people in and out here. I've researched a lot of people, and you really cover the grounds on the painting side, on the tattoo side. Your stuff is 3D-ish. It's looks like paintings. It's real. Even your portraits are crazy.
Thank you.
I even have a picture in the video that I'm going to show in a little while. The last picture is this girl's face, and it's just crazy. It's unbelievable. It's really, really good. Some good work there.
Yeah.
So what would you say?
What's
kind
it
of
called?
style? What would you call your type of style?
I think I think with any artist, you kind of try to develop stuff as you go, whether it's music or art, and it's pretty much just a combination. I've been through every era. I've been doing it for so long. When I started, it was like tribal, and you go through all these different eras, and you kind of pick up little pieces. At this point, I'm trying to keep a realistic look to the work, without being too rigid with it. I don't want my work to be rendered to every little tiny,
So what's a lot of the people coming into you? What's the majority that you're doing? What type of a tattoo? Are you doing a lot of portraits, or it's just random stuff?
It's sort of, I start with some type of image sometimes, and I just apply my approach to to the image. So almost like a jazz musician would start something and not really know where they're going to go with it. And
Once you start it, you put the pieces together.
The people I tattoo are really cool, and they know we're familiar with each other. We've been working.
Well, when you know an artist is good, you could trust. Because I've been to, like one of my artists, this guy Popo.
Yeah,
he's drawn it on me, and I would see these lines, and I didn't even know what I was getting, but he knew what I wanted, so I had to trust him, because I had to wait till he started it, right? Once he started it, I can't stand it like it. Right? So, but that's great. I really like that, and it's great. And now, are you like solidly booked? How long before someone could come in and get something done with you?
Right now, it's looking at a little bit over a year right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm lucky to get you here tonight.
Well, I'm lucky to be here tonight. I'm lucky to be here tonight. Yeah.
That's great. So what I want to do right now, I'm going to go to the video of Brian's work, and then we're going to come back. We'll go to Con. He's going to take us out to a commercial. We'll be back with Carlo and Brian.
Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is one of the largest suppliers in the world and your number one resource for top quality, affordable tattoo and piercing supplies. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is the number one supplier of tattoo inks in the world with more than 200 products including Mom's Ink, Philadelphia Eddie's Traditional Inks, Paolini Sacred Color Inks, and more. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply, your one-stop shopping destination for great service, best prices, and top quality supplies. Coney Island Carlo's vintage wines and premium spirits are undeniably distinctive, selected for their unique, memorable flavor. Coney Island Carlo's vintage wines and premium spirits are delivered to you in beautifully designed bottles featuring limited edition artwork. Coney Island Carlo's vintage wines and premium spirits are available at affordable prices in fine restaurants, bars, and liquor stores. Or check www.coneyislandcarlo.com for availability.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
We're back. Con from Alice in Coverland, and we'll get to Con later on. We'll see what he has going on. We're back with Carlo and Brian. All right, so I want to get to some stuff here with Carlo, because I did a little research, because I know a lot, I know a little, so you're always finding new things. So I found out that I was born, believe it or not, 1961, and that's when tattooing was banned in New York City because of a hepatitis scare. That's what I read. And I know Carlo had a lot to do with
The relegalization in New York City.
in 1997.
97.
Tell us your involvement in that.
Well, I had a couple of shops already, and, you know, I had actual street shops, and there was a couple of other guys in the 5 boroughs that had street shops, and it was a little, you know, we had a lot of money invested, so we decided to try to petition New York City to get it legalized. We were fortunate enough to get a couple of liberal councilmen, you know, New York City council people, to stand on our side. Giuliani was the mayor back then, and he really had not too much opinion on it. So me and another guy, West, that owns Unimax Supply Company also, another supply company, amongst some other tattoo artists, we had a few meetings first, and we got like a little organization going. And when we did the petition at City Hall, it was pretty favorable, because New York City is known for an artistic place. You know, we tried to explain to them that tattooing has become like an art. It's no longer, you know, the sailor and the jailbird getting it, you know. So I went as far as to hire a lobbyist and an attorney and all that stuff. And it wound up working out that they decided that it was an art, and they gave it to us. And then, they asked us for what kind of requirements there should be. So, I made very strict requirements. They asked my opinion. Well, I was like the first guy they asked. So we made strict requirements, which made a lot of people that were tattooing in their houses and their backyards and stuff. A lot of those people got a little angry with me because, they said, now you're making it difficult for us to work out of our house. But the only way you were going to keep it legit and legal so you could get insurance was to have all these full safes and have an autoclave, and have the proper sterilization and have throwaway items. And, everybody had to wear gloves. Everybody had to have single-use items. And I wasn't even in the supply business back then, where you might have thought people thought I was doing it for. It was so that it was more for the business to get it legal, Then I immediately, after I had 2 shops when that happened, I had one in Brooklyn, one in Queens. Then I immediately opened 10 shops. Within a year, I had 10 shops going. That became a big headache. 65 tattoo artists, 15 piercers. So I was ready to give it up totally, But I started tattooing as a hobby when I was in high school, and then I sort of left it. I went with my dad in the restaurant business, but once in a while I'd go back and do a few tattoos. So that was the legalization part. Then when I had all those stores, I left the restaurants, and I went full force with tattoos. And ever since then, I've gone into the supply business. Kept the shops, did many different things, and we produced books, we produced. Flash and new items. We have like one of the best inks out there, one of the top selling inks in the world. We sell everything worldwide. My company's name is Technical Tattoo Supply. And, that's like my life now, is the tattoo business, It's been that way for many years.
And you sponsor a lot of big tattoo artists.
Yeah, we sponsor a lot of, Brian is one of our sponsored artists. Plus he's a consultant to our company. He's very experienced. We have Marcus Kuhn. Is another sponsored artist and a consultant. Then a lot of the old timers, like when you say old timers, like Philadelphia Eddie, Stanley Moskowitz. These are guys that have been around for like 50 and 60 years.
Wow.
I mean, you need a little advice. Tony Polito from Brooklyn, he's one of the icons of New York City tattooing. I bring him into my office, and we study inks and different ways that the ink should go in and different compounds and, all these things. So, I think their advice is pretty much like the best, As far as then the more modern colors, the young guys like Brian, I have about 40 sponsored artists all over the world. I have some I have a guy that's a consultant in Bulgaria, Alex, and then we have Ivan Stankov in Poland. And these guys, I send them stuff there because the European regulations are different than the American ones. So they do my consultation on the inks that we send to Europe and stuff like that.
Now, it's in the business, since you're in the supply business, in the last 10 to 15 years, the difference, now an artist needs a lot more to purchase to do a tattoo than 10, 15 years ago, right?
Oh, absolutely. They had a couple of colors. They had 4 or 5 colors. If you were lucky, you got 6 colors. An artist had 6 colors. You had a little black. They would mix their own stuff. They would mix it in their basement, let it sit, and it would get moldy, and it was horrible. And the pigments they were using were, it was not available to them, so you can't really blame them. I don't want to knock them, but that's what was available to them. Everybody had their method. Who used to mix it with vodka, who used to mix it with Listerine, who used to mix it with distilled water, and all kinds of stuff like that. And there'd be arguments, and there was nothing disposable. The needles were always, sterilized and reused. Tubes were sterilized and reused. Now pretty much everything is disposable. And back then, they really didn't have much. They weren't required to have an autoclave in their shop.
Yeah.
And, now we have a lot of requirements, which is a good thing. Keeps the business good. I've never heard of anybody getting any bad diseases from tattoos. Everybody's always talking about AIDS. I've never heard of one case of it.
Yeah.
But
like you said, everything's, you've got to throw it away.
Disposable. It's sterile when you open it. So it's a pretty good deal now.
Now
there's excuse me?
it's a lot different than
Yeah, it's a lot different. Now there's a lot more supply companies too.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the supply companies are Asian companies, and their stuff is a little sketchy sometimes. As far as especially the inks, you should never use those Asian inks. Nobody knows what they put in them. There's no regulations for them.
Well, you'll have the artist that'll know a good ink, because you could probably go online, if you don't know, and buy a cheaper Asian ink, right? And say, I'm going to get it cheaper, but it's not going to be as good.
It's not going to
When it
last in
comes
your
down
skin.
to the work, when you're done, you know what you
That's
did,
big.
and that color's
The ink
gonna
is
stick.
the ink is definitely
Right?
without a doubt. it's like it's even if you paint the wall with cheap paint, like how many times you have to paint that wall to paint what you could have just did in one shot. It
it doesn't fade. You want to make it so it doesn't fade, but then again, you don't want no heavy metals or heavy minerals in the ink. You know, we're using much better pigment, more cosmetic pigment than the old iron oxide pigments that we used to use.
Yeah.
That's what the.
That's why I like.
the
I
old
mean,
timers-
I got my tattoos not that long ago. Maybe I started 15, almost 20 years ago. But I was afraid to get color because everyone's colors used to fade. I was like, I'm not going through that, so I'm not going to
Fade
do
and
color.
a lot of colors
that's why
gave
I
bad
really have no
reactions
color.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like to this day, an old timer that has some old red ink on them goes in for an MRI. The magnets in the MRI the magnetic force will just pop your skin and pull that red
Pull
right
right
out.
out.
Crazy after they got a tattoo 30 years.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah.
Depends on what the mix was.
All right, we're gonna hit a commercial. We gotta hit a commercial right now. We're gonna have Con take us out. We're gonna hit commercial. We'll be right back.
Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is one of the largest suppliers in the world and your number one resource for top quality, affordable tattoo and piercing supplies. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is the number one supplier of tattoo inks in the world with more than 200 products including Mom's Ink, Philadelphia Eddie's Traditional Inks, Paolini Sacred Color Inks, and more. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply, your one-stop shopping destination for great service, best prices, and top quality supplies. Coney Island Carlo's vintage wines and premium spirits are undeniably distinctive. Selected for their unique, memorable flavor, Coney Island Carlo's vintage wines and premium spirits are delivered to you in beautifully designed bottles featuring limited edition artwork. Coney Island Carlo's vintage wines and premium spirits are available at affordable prices in fine restaurants, bars, and liquor stores. Or check www.coneyislandcarlo.com for availability.
From Barton Home in Northport Village, I'm Erica Conway, and you're watching MadhouseTV.com.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind, and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
We're back. Thanks, Con. All right, so we're here now. I'm going to get to my favorite segment. What were they thinking? So last week we did crotch tattoos. This week we're doing belly tattoos. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to be as funny, but we're going to try the best we can. But this has been a really good segment. People love it. So we're going to get through like 17 pictures here. So let's get started. Let's show our first one here. Now, this young guy here, this guy, he's going to regret doing this. He tattooed his favorite video game cartoonist on his stomach.
Did a Pac-Man.
Right? Yeah, the Pac-Man stuff, whatever. All his favorite games on his stomach. This guy's going to regret that when he gets a little older. And I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. That's pretty big right there. Let's go to our second one. This is a Kiss cartoonish with stuff. Little M&M guys are the fans. So this is horrible. So I don't even know where this guy's going to go with this, but it's just a horrible tattoo. Kiss cartoon guys. So that's horrible. Let's go to the next one here. Now this girl, she must have had a really bad relationship or a bad breakdown, but she's never going to, any guy is not, she's never going to be able to live with another man, right? I mean, she writes on here, it's just horrible what she wrote on her stomach. I mean, I can't even read it. It's just horrible. She's not going to be able to live with this one here. Let's go to the next one. Now, this girl writes on her stomach, last night I dreams. All right, first of all, that's not ever a word, dreams. All right, last night she dreams that somebody loved me. All right, she put that on her stomach. That's going to go really well with her. Last night she dreams.
Wonderful piece.
All right, that's a really, really good piece here. Now, this gets interesting here because now let's talk food. All right, let's talk food here. Well, feed me. Put food in me. Is that a great tattoo? I love these tattoos. Now, we got more belly ones here.
Wow.
Look at this guy. He's even, we're even showing a cookie, trying to feed it. I tried to figure out what that was. I don't know. It looks like a face of the Pillsbury Doughboy or somebody.
I was just going to say it looks like the Ghostbuster.
Yeah, Ghostbuster guy, right? Something like that. Now this guy is like a walking billboard for Popeyes. Right? He must have lost the bet and had to put like Popeyes advertisement on his belly. But why would you put an advertisement Popeyes chicken?
Maybe they paid him.
Now this is a great one here. Look at this one. This is the Doughboy. This is just, I love the belly button thing. Right? So the belly button, right in the middle of his belly button is a Pillsbury Doughboy. That's great. I mean, that's a big belly right there, too. Right? Now let's talk in six-pack. This guy went to the gym and he got himself a six-pack. That's the way to get a six-pack.
Yeah,
right?
That's definitely a six-pack. Yeah.
That is definitely a six-pack. That guy got a great tattoo right there. This guy, I don't have an answer for this, but I just had to get it because why would someone put dynamite?
Oh
He's
my
got
God.
dynamite.
Made a Unabomber.
Unabomber. He has 3 seconds left on his life. Besides, he has a nipple.
Where's the fuse?
And he has a huge scar on his belly. From here, it looks like a crotch.
I was just going to say that.
Well, where's the fuse? The fuse in the middle?
It's probably in his butt or something. I don't know, but that's horrible. It's definitely a horrible one. Now, this girl has a baby, almost like if she's getting a sonogram, but a belly. Is that great? All right, so now this is a great picture. A face coming out of the stomach. I love this stuff. This is great.
Wow,
that's an old.
Right, now this the last few here I really like. This is the dirty belly button one.
Okay.
Right? So imagine having a nice fat dirty belly button. Look at this, the dirty butt of the cat.
Pull a little lint out of it.
I mean, why would you do something like
yeah.
that? That is disgusting. Look at this one. The cow. I could probably put my head in there. It looks like the tunnel that doesn't end.
Stash. It's like a stash belly button.
It's like the tunnel that doesn't end. That's crazy.
I got my cigarettes in my belly button. I'll take them out.
All right, now this is the stinky finger. 2 monkeys. The monkey looking to put his finger in the other monkey's butt.
Wow.
Is that great? Now look at this monkey. He's turned upside down, the belly button there, and if you look closely, there's like, look, I have 2 little nuts too. There's like 2 little nuts hanging out of his belly button. That's hilarious, man. I don't know why anyone would do this. That's crazy. Now, if you're gonna do a tattoo on your belly or on your stomach, leave it up to the girls, because see, a girl could do something really pretty. All right? I know guys get them. I have something on my stomach. You do lettering, something that means something that's great, it looks good, whatever, but it's really, do something good, let the girls do it. These guys were probably drunk when they did this. I mean, food, belly
Yes,
buttons
sir.
with fingers,
Yes.
and I mean that's
We're
just
trying to save a lot of money.
that's.
trying to save some
But
bucks.
those belly button ones, I mean, the cow was
Oh, yeah.
great.
Maybe they got
Oh,
them in
yeah.
Tijuana.
That was a great one, but yeah, that's some funny stuff. I mean, I'm trying to get to like different parts of the body. Some will be funnier than the other, but there's some really funny, stupid tattoos out there. Like,
I
why would
have
you put,
one that will run with any of them up there.
You do.
Yes,
So,
sir.
have you
Wait.
done anything really crazy and stupid that you really didn't want to do, but you had no choice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me hear it.
A lot of times. I think one woman came to me and she was just like really sophisticated type person. I think she owned like some kind of dog food company, and she wanted me to do a Star Trek like emblem on her forehead, like just the arrows right across her forehead. To me, she was like a real business type woman, and that's what she
She was
wanted.
an alien.
Now, did you do it?
Yes,
Wow.
yes,
That's
yes, I
for the
did.
money, Jay.
I know. You have to give in. If you're in the business, you got to do a tattoo. If you don't make the money, someone else is going to do it, right?
I draw the line where if someone brings like their kid in and they want their hand tattooed or their neck or something, then there's but an adult that knows how to make their own decisions, I can't,
Like last week, I had
to-
Maggie on, and she said she had some guy that came in that wanted her to tattoo on his penis, and she said she had to draw the line. It's going to be expensive, and she was like, she
Did
really
she
didn't
do-
want to
did
do
she
it.
You got a handling fee with that.
Yeah, handling fee, right? I was
Yeah.
telling her, that must be a hard thing to do. Does he have to be hard to do that too?
Oh, you got
I
to
never-
put like
yeah.
a ruler behind it.
You know what? I really don't want to know because I'm not going to get it done anyway. I don't know why anyone would want to do that to their penis, really. I mean, really?
Yeah.
There's so many other parts of the body to get done.
That is definitely bizarre,
But yeah, I love this segment. It's a great segment. I'm gonna
We had a
continue
guy
doing
once, Jay, he came in the Manhattan store and St. Mark's, he wanted a square circle. You go figure this guy out. I said, so Marcus Cool was there, he needed money for a fix, this kid so bad. He goes, where do you want it? He goes, on the back of my neck. He goes, okay, I'll do it. He did it on the back. I don't know, I don't even remember what it looked like. But he figured he couldn't really see it too much on the back of his neck. We put away all the hand mirrors while he was doing it, And he grabbed the 400 off the guy and he ran to the park with the money.
Wow.
He wanted
Wow.
a square circle.
Wow. So let's talk a little bit to Carlo a little bit more. So Carlo actually is a sponsor. So he owns Technical, if you see the commercials for Technical Tattoos. And Carlo also is Coney Carlo. And this is Carlo's liquor here. I have it around. People see it. Not every show it's out here, but I have it here. And Carlo owns Coney Carlo Wines and Spirits, right?
Spirits and wines,
So tell
yeah.
us a little about what you got going on here.
Well, that's a premium, high-end, top shelf liquor. Spirits, we have vodka, tequila, bourbon, spiced rum, better than the other spiced rum. We have a gin too. I have 6 spirits. We have different wines, Italian wines and American wines also. They had come out with the Ed Hardy vodka a long time ago. I don't think they're doing it anymore. So my girl, she was trying to talk me into doing it. Do a vodka, you do a vodka. These are all custom bottles I have made in France.
See, I don't know if you could.
Each one has
You can
a
show it on my
limited
camera here.
edition.
Come to my camera. I saw there's tattoo artwork that was put on these. These are like limited
Yeah,
edition
limited
bottles.
edition. When we're done with the bottles, we have different artists, famous artists,
Yeah.
do the artwork on them.
But it's a great, great package. I showed the package once before. This stuff is great if you go to someone's house as a gift besides it being a good liquor because it's
It
a
comes
great
in a
package.
tin too,
Yeah, it's a great, great package. So, but you could get it on the website, CNC Liquors. If you go to Rockin' Ink MC, you have the link up there. And that's another one of Carlos' new ventures, actually, right?
Yeah, a
Few
couple
now?
of years we're doing it now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks to my girl. She talked me into it.
She
said,
talked
if he
you
did
into
it, you could do it. So I did it.
Okay.
But instead of 1, I'm doing 6 and this and that.
So what I need to get into right now is where am I here? I'm trying to get my wits together. I want to get to my model spotlight. Tonight my model spotlight is Lena Page. She's from Lincoln, Nebraska. She's a hairstylist. She's another one of a great. She's on Facebook. She's got another over 7,000 likes. So a lot of people like her. She has amazing eyes. Besides that, she has this back tattoo with this big, beautiful eye on it also. So you get to see that in the video. But she's a really good-looking girl. Check her out. Let's go to Lena Page. This is Lena Page, my model spotlight.
Hey guys, it's Lena Page. I'd like to first start out by thanking Jay Nova's Rockin' Ink MC for reaching out to me to do the model spotlights. I am a hairstylist from Lincoln, Nebraska. I started taking photos a few years ago, which led me to become a part of the Ink Addict apparel family. Check them out at inkaddict.com. I am also a part of Think Your Ink, which is a community-driven effort to spread tattoo education and awareness to the masses. Visit their website at thinkyourink.com. You can find me at facebook.com/model Lena Page or follow me on Instagram at LenaPage_. To wrap things up, I would just like to thank all of my fans and the people who have supported me since the day I started.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is one of the largest suppliers in the world and your number one resource for top quality, affordable tattoo and piercing supplies. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is the number one supplier of tattoo inks in the world with more than 200 products including Mom's Ink, Philadelphia Eddie's Traditional Inks, Paolini Sacred Color Inks, and more. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply, your one-stop shopping destination for great service, best prices, and top quality supplies. Coney Island Carlo's vintage wines and premium spirits are undeniably distinctive. Selected for their unique, memorable flavor, Coney Island Carlo's vintage wines and premium spirits are delivered to you in beautifully designed bottles featuring limited edition artwork. Coney Island Carlo's vintage wines and premium spirits are available at affordable prices in fine restaurants, bars, and liquor stores. Or check www.coneyislandcarlo.com for availability.
We're back. We're back with Brian and Carlo. I want to finish up with them. So some of the other things with Carlo, he sponsors a lot of guys with the ink. And what is the favorite brand? Because there's a lot of different levels of brands that guys are buying.
Yeah,
right now.
our major brand is the Mom's Ink. I mean, it's out, it's going on 16 years now. You know, it's worldwide. We've brought in a new black lining ink that we really developed real hard, which is called Black Pearl. And we also import now a new, the top-of-the-line Japanese lining and outlining and shading inks, which are called Irizumi. So we have the Mom's line, the Black Pearl line, and the Irizumi inks. And they're pretty major sellers in the market. One of the top 3 or 4 companies in the world.
Good. I know you have some new stuff going on. You get involved in like the magazine side of
Yes.
the business, the publication stuff.
Yeah, right now I get an opportunity kind of fell in my lap as far as taking over a publication that's been around. It's actually a number of publications that's been around for, wow, it's had to be at least
20 years, over 20 years.
Very old magazine.
Tattoo magazine company that...
And so when you lock that in, you let me know. We'll have you
Sure
back for
will.
that. We'll have you
Okay.
back for that. So what I gotta get to, I want to get to my bougie because we are running quick tonight. So I want to get to bougie and the girls. The girls haven't been in the picture a lot, but the girls had some fun in the lounge at the hotel. And I have a little segment with Bougie and the girls. So let's go to Bougie and the girls and the Alice Cooper crew.
In Austin, Texas tonight for a day off. We're with Warren. And Warren hooked up with some people. All right, you guys, what's happening? Hi, I have Pam. We washed her arm. And here's Coney.
Hi, I went to the pool today.
What are you watching?
Hey, Rockin' MC.
Rockin'
Ink MC.
Rockin'
See, somebody got it right.
Rockin' Ink
No, we
MC,
should do it
man.
again. Rockin' Ink. MC.
They've had a few drinks. They cleaned the bar out of tequila yesterday. All right, hang on. In Austin, Texas for the day off.
And here we are in Austin, Texas, and what happened to the girls?
Just smile and don't blink. Okay, you're on. Go.
Oh, what do we say?
Hello, I'm Pam. I'm one of Pam from Texas.
I'm Coney. Let's go swimming.
And we love Rockin' Ink MC. All right.
Ink MC.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we have Tommy here. And we have Peanut and Andrea.
Yeah.
All right, say hi, Tommy.
Yo, Jay, what's up, buddy?
From the drinks.
I don't.
back. That was Bougie and the Girls. I'm back here with Constantine, and Constantine's from a local band, Alice in Coverland. Local great band. So you guys are playing around. What do you got going on these days with the band?
Oh man, just it's every day's a battle, but we try. But thank God, I think things are on the uptick now.
Okay.
Actually picked up a really cool show, which will be this Saturday at in Port Chef. On Port Chef, actually right below the Arden, which you were talking about, and definitely want to try to make it up there as well. Right below at the Mesita Coastal Cantina.
Yeah, nice place.
And heard a lot of great things about it, and love Port Chef. And one thing about the band is that like you said, we're a top 40 cover band, and basically we're just all over the gamut.
Social media?
Oh yeah, Facebook, website galore, of course the website. www.AlisonCoverland.com. Lots of links up there, lots of really cool stuff. And it's a great band. We pretty much cover everything, including a little bit of shred, which I did today. and really it's all about the fun.
Yeah,
having fun first, and that's pretty much it, And we also obviously we prefer to be here on Long Island, but we also love traveling. We love going up to Newburgh. We love going up to Boston. Basically, whoever says, come up, we'll be there.
All right, so catch Alice and Coverland out there. They're all over the place. Long Island, in the summer now, with a lot of outdoor places. We've got a lot of stuff going on. So now I want to get to my Reverb Nation music spotlight. Tonight I have Crash Midnight from Boston. These guys are great 70s bluesy rock, Boston type band. Great band. Also, I want to let you know next week I have Randy Jackson from Zebra, local musician, world known, all over the place. They sold a lot of records. I have Randy on here with me, and also Reverb Nation. They've been doing a great job with me. So tonight, Crash Midnight, Sean Soho will take you out to his video. So I'll see you guys next week. Be safe. Rockin' Inc. MC.
Welcome to Rockin' Inc. MC. This is Sean Soho from Crash Midnight, and we want to thank Reverb Nation for the opportunity to appear on Rockin' Inc. MC's Video Spotlight. This is our song, Diamond Boulevard.
be abused by you. Her body's like an undertow. You're drowning everything in me. The way she moves, the way she knows everything I need.